Okay, good morning class. May I request everyone to please stand up for the prayer. Miss Jerusalem, kindly lead the prayer. Okay, before you take your seats, kindly pick up some pieces of paper under your chairs and arrange it properly. So again, good morning class. How is your day today? Okay, very good. So, Miss Secretary, who is absent today? Okay, none. So, now I have here our classroom rules. Our classroom rules are: number 1, listen attentively. And number 2, do not talk to your seatmate while I am discussing here in front. And number 3, raise your right hand if you have a questions or clarifications. Are we clear, class? Alright, so now, who among you here can recall the previous topic that we discussed in the last meeting? Okay, thank you, Miss Labadan. So, before we proceed to our proper discussion, I have here an activity. And this activity is what we call Fill Me. So, all you have to do is to find the missing letters and the blanks. Alright, very good. So, thank you, Miss Labadan. You have accurately identified our topic for today. So, let's give Labadan a very good clap. So, do you know what is a very good clap is? Alright, like this. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, very good. So, now, our topic for today is all about writing a resume. So, our objectives, at the end of the lesson, you as a students will be able to identify key skills and qualifications and create a well-organized resume. Demonstrate appreciation for the importance of creating a resume. And the last one is students will be used the resume tips and suggestions in writing a resume. Are we clear, class? Alright, so now, let us define first what is a resume. So, a resume is a one-page summary of your skills, dedication, and experience. So, the resume acts much like an advertisement for a company trying to sell something. So, the resume is the advertisement of yourself, and it is a document created or used by a person to apply for a job. Understand, class? Alright, so now, these are the elements of a resume. So, the heading. Your heading should include the essential personal information, your formal name, and not your nickname. So, it should be upper at the top to stand out and also to become visible to see. And then, the next one is the objective. The objective is also called career objective. Employees often say this is the most important part of a resume. It's generally a one-sentence explanation of the type of the job you are seeking. Your objective should be fairly specific, so it means that your objective is the essential, or it is a brief or short statement where you explain your career goals and why you want the job. So, the next one is the education. So, in education, as students, it should be next section of information. If you are in college, you only need to include college because it is assumed that you have graduated from high school. So, in education, college students only need to include their college details since it is assumed that they have graduated from college. It makes information concise and more relevant. So, the next one is the experience. So, experience, also called work experience or employment experience. In this section, you should include previous employers, their locations, employment, and your job title. So in the experience, it also highlights your work history. You should list any positions you've held, the dates of employment, and key responsibilities, showcasing how relevant for you to apply for a job. So the next one is the activities. So employers like to see people who have been involved in school or community activities. In this section, list special activities you participated in an organization you joined. So in activities, you should include any activities or organization you participated in, showcasing how you can help the company with your skills. So the next one is the summary of skills. Summary of skills. Some people use this section to include special skills or talents that are not included elsewhere on the resume but would be relevant to employers. So summary of skills highlight the abilities or talents that is relevant to position that you are applying for. So it gives an employers a quick overview of your qualifications. Are we clear, class? Okay. So the next one is the references. References. It is a common practice to put references available upon request at the bottom of the resume. Most career advisors see it is necessary. So in references, it should list the people who can confirm your work ethics, skills, and work experiences. You can provide their names, the contact information, the job title, and the relationship to you. Are we clear, class? So now, what are the elements of a resume? Okay, very good. So these are the questions that you need to consider in writing a resume. So the number one. So, should I place education above experience or vice versa? Most high school and college students include the education section directly after objective. However, if you have experience that relates directly to the job you are applying for, you should place the experience section above education. So, to place education above experience, it depends on the relevant or job you are applying for. So if you're a student or a recent graduate with a limited work experience, education should come first. However, if you have experience that relates to the job you are applying for, it should be placed at the top of education to highlight your qualifications. So the next one is the how do I set a resume? So, your resume should be divided into distinct sections. The italicized words above are typical section headings. So, do not label the heading section. Headings should stand out as boldface. So, you can choose a format. So, a chronological format. This is the format that you would most likely to use if you are new to the workforce and have limited experience. So if you have a limited experience, you can use the chronological format and the functional format. So it's more useful. A functional resume is created without employment, dates, or company names. So it concentrates on skills and responsibilities and is more likely to be used after you have develop your career skills and accomplishments you credit. So, the next one is do the looks of a resume matter? So absolutely, when sending a resume to an employer or college, don't skip. Use white or off-white professional weight paper and blank ink. Avoid using colored paper or fancy graphics in your resume. Yes, the appearance of a resume matter because it creates a first impression on employers. It should be professional and neat. You can use plain or off-white paper with black inks and avoid using bright colors, fancy graphics, or design that might distract from the content. So, a clean and organized resume helps convey seriousness and professionalism. So, and then, there are the tips, resume tips and suggestions. The resume tips and suggestions. Resume tips and suggestions. So, in writing a resume, you need to consider the resume tips and suggestions. So, number one, make sure your resume is perfect. So, you need to make sure that your resume is perfect. So, you tailor it, focus on achievements, use keywords, make it brief and clear. And then, the next one is find hiring decisions are rarely based solely upon the resume. So hiring decisions are based solely on the resume because employers use it as a starting point to assess your qualification or the candidate's qualifications. And then, the next one is the limit your resume. So you need to limit your resume. So limiting your resume to one page, ensure it is concise and easy to read. Okay, understand class? So the next one is the 1-inch margins around the page and blank lines between sections will make all the information easier to read. And then, since you have probably little work experience, you will want to emphasize your accomplishments in and out of the classroom. So if you have limited work experience, you just need to focus on your both academic and extracurricular activities such as academic awards, group projects, leadership roles, or any rules you gain from a community or school involvement. So the next is the present your job objective in a manner. So you need to present your objective in a manner that aligns the company's goals or job. And then 7 is sell yourself. You need to sell yourself, create a good impression by highlighting skills and abilities appropriate to the position. So, To create a strong first impression, you need to highlight your skills and abilities that are relevant to the position you are applying for. You can demonstrate your expertise such as the problem solving, teamwork, or leadership skills. And then you can tell the truth and nothing but the truth. So you need to tell something and you need to be honest on writing a resume. Alright? Okay, very good. So, okay, Miss Labadan, why is it important to write a resume? Alright, very good. So writing a resume is very important for us to assess, to apply for a particular job in a particular company or a particular position. Okay, please stand up for the prayer. Alright, so now class dismissed.